Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever we are on the globe. Hey, it's Insane Rider. Welcome to the channel, Budget Gamer. All right, this is the start of a new week. I'm on my new live stream schedule, which is technically starts on Thursday. Goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hey, Sean, nice to see you in chat. Of course, Thursday, the beginning of my 4-day live stream starts off with Pocket. And on Sunday, when I finish the 4 days, it ends with Pocket. Works out a pretty good combination. Thursday's typically when we see new releases in Pokemon TCG Pocket. And so I think that's a great way to start the stream when that happens over the course of those 4 days. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday are Moko, Supercell's latest action RPG, a little mix-in of an MMORPG. And, of course, I'm trying to cover that in preparation to hopefully become an actual content creator for them. And for a couple upcoming games, Project Rise and Boat Game. But this is all about Pocket, so let's dive in. Let me just do a few final checks, make sure everything's sounding and looking good, which it seems like it is. And with that, let me go ahead and kind of cover the deck I'm going to build tonight and play. It's actually already built, so I'm excited. It's a budget deck, and this deck is has been doing pretty good. It's about as anti-Dialga EX, Arceus EX deck that you can get. And it's really competitive. I think on one of the tournaments, it's last I checked, it was in first place. Or in Ursa Day's tournament, which is typically the largest Pokemon TCG Pocket tournament of the week. And so it was nice to see that. Of course, you know, I use this the Dialga EX, Arceus EX to get my latest 5 consecutive wins, and of course, I saw it like crazy. And it hasn't been knocked down. It showed up and arrived with the latest expansion pack, and it's been on top and sitting on top. Now, maybe this Thursday, when some of these shinies come out and some of the new cards have been talked about, maybe things will change. I sure hope so. If not, it's just literally been a single deck sitting at the top of the meta. But this deck can handle its own. It's not even, and it's a budget deck. So getting knocked out, of course, is going to take 3 KOs. Now, that said, it does, you know, it does have its weaknesses. But let me go ahead and run through it here real quick, and then we'll dive in. And let me start the queue for tonight. Looks like we'll have Sean first. And let's see here. So, for down here, the budget anti-meta deck. So, it's going to have a kind of a cast of fighting characters. And we know that Dialga EX, Arceus EX, it's kind of its weakness is the fighting Pokemon. So with that, it's kind of centered around basically Ramparados. But to get to Ramparados, of course, you need 2 Cranidos, and you need 2 of the Skull Fossils. So of course, it has that 3 combination in there to get the evolution from Fossil to Ramparados. Now that said, it does have a kind of a cast of characters. It does look for and hope it gets some Lucario coaching experience. Hey, Tinfoil, nice to see you on. Let me add you to the queue. And so, that's helpful in a couple of ways. With all these fighting Pokemon, having Lucario on there can definitely bring a little extra damage. And the rest of the cast of characters all fill a role. And I think they do very well job of filling that role. Of course, you have one Hitmonlee that if you have in your hand or have on the table, you can look to kind of pepper your opponent's bench. Apply a little heat there, especially if they're retreating. You have Sudowoodo, which is a good EX counter. Brings the heat with a little more damage there if there's an EX out front. And then Marshadow. Marshadow on a KO comes back with a 100-point shot. And so a lot of times people see a Marshadow sitting back there. No, they got 100 points coming this way if they're looking to make a KO. So that is the deck. To round it out, of course, it's got a couple of Pokeball, a Pokemon Communication. Of course, I can't really fish out, fossils using Pokemon Communication, unfortunately. And then typically always got a couple of Professor's Research. Oak is pretty much there in all decks. And then a Sabrina and a Cyrus. And that rounds it out for this deck. So let me go ahead and see here. I want to switch my stream here real quick. Shift gears. Okay, so we're going to have some viewer matches going. And we got Sean and Tinfoil to start, so we'll get that rolling. We'll go for an hour or two. And then we'll start save the stream. Now, tomorrow, being Monday, I'm on my new schedule this week. So tonight's Pocket. I'm excited to get some battles in. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be off. But, you never know. I might sneak a stream in on Tuesday. Who knows? I might sneak a stream in on Monday or Wednesday. Now, most likely, those will be some of my other content I've been covering. Primarily Godzilla X Kong type chasers and Draconia Saga Global. But you never know. But you can count on Sunday and Thursdays, or if you want to look at it, Thursdays and Sundays Pocket, Friday and Saturday Moko. All right, so enough on my schedule. I'm anxious and excited to play this deck. And so I'm going to go ahead and hop into Versus. Going to go into private match. Of course, we know the routine and the password. It's a budget game, all lowercase. And with that, Sean, unite, please. Yep, I'll probably... I had a lot of requests for unite. And since I pulled it out of my 4-day rotation, I'm thinking about using that 5th day, which is Tuesday evenings, for something that is getting a lot of requests. And I already have on the schedule, I was kind of alluding to, I didn't want to come right out and say it, but yes, Tuesday, I'm planning on playing a little Pokemon Unite, 6 p.m., same time I just started this stream. And always looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, I got a little gift card, and I plan to use that gift card to get a skin or two. I don't know how much a gift card goes, but I want to get a skin or two for my Pikachu. All right, here we go. And with that, we've got a tail, so it looks like I'll get first energy assignment. Sean's going to get first evolution opportunity. And of course, I don't want to put Marshadow out front, so we'll go with the opposite, Riolu. And do I put a Marshadow down on the bench? Yeah, I probably should. It's a good one to have out there. So I'll do that, and with that, I'll start the battle. Now, it looks like Sean's bringing the heat with some metal energy. Now, we've seen recently, and I think I even was playing against Sean on Thursday. No, he has an EX version. He has this deck with an EX version of Nosefast, and it was pretty amazing. It was quite incredible. All right, good old Skarmory. We got a giant cape, probably going to Skarmory. Yep, sets it up to be doing 50-point strikes, which is pretty effective for a basic 1 energy Pokemon. And I'm still struggling with my sniffles. It's a full swing allergy season here in Pacific Northwest, and we have a big round of nice warm weather coming our way for at least a few days, and I'm sure I'm going to be, my nose will be going bonkers here in a few days. Worse than it already is, which is pretty bad. All right, I do have a skull fossil, so I'll go ahead and put that down. And I do have a Lucario. So I'm going to need a little evolution help there. So I got Riolu up front. So let's start with the professor's research. And second one, and another oak. Okay, so I can go with one of each. Yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and... I don't have an EX out front, which would be prime time for Sudowoodo. Bringing it in later, late game, may not make the best sense, so I'll kind of hold off for that for a little bit. With that, I'll assign my energy there, and I'll throw down a 20-point jab. We'll get this battle started. Okay, so let's see what Sean has in mind for me tonight. And we've had some great matches. Nose pass. This deck, if it's the same deck I saw on Thursday, there it is. The old Provo pass. Yep. This brought the heat. I don't think I stood a chance against this deck on Thursday if this is the one. All right, so let's go ahead and get this evolution started. Now, Lucario to the front is not necessarily where I necessarily want to be. Let's go ahead. I could have retreated first, but I really don't. I'm going to start with... I'm still fishing for some... I think I will go ahead and, at this point, put Sudowoodo down. Now, we're looking at 3 energy here. So with that, we'll put this point here. And with that, we'll attack. Fighting Coach, coaching itself. So, 60 points is pretty effective for a second round attack. And the question, who's going to come forward? Skarmory comes forward. Of course, it's got a 50-point shot that it can do right out of the gate. Of course, if we take a look at Fighting Coach, and I got 100 health, and of course, I'm Psychic Energy is my weakness. So I'm within 2-shot range right there. So it looks like I'm going to have to start doing a little bit of thought process here. So with that, I'm probably going to need to... I'll play the Pokeball first, just so I get that done. And with that, I do have another I could... Yeah, I'll have to go ahead and retreat back. We'll put good old Sudowoodo to the front. And with that, we'll put this point of energy here. And I'll attack. Little headbutt. Skarmory brings the heat. It's a tough card in that active spot. So far we got Sean and Tinfoil. Maybe having a few others lurking around. Thank you for connecting in. We'll get matches in for an hour or two, depending on how large the stream is or how many viewers want to match. And then we'll start save the stream. There it is. Okay. That's a good play. Not a whole lot I could do against that. And let's go with... Of course, I don't have the energy I need on Marshadow, so not too much of a threat right there. We'll go play Sudowoodo back to the front. We'll throw down a Pokeball. Basically, I pretty much have pulled everything at this point. Riolu down to the bench. And with that, we will put a point of energy over here on Marshadow. I'm struggling on getting my evolution going for Ramparados. I got 6 cards left, so I need that first stage. With that, let me go ahead and attack. Little oak on Sean's part. Armory with 60. Okay, we've got the EX loaded up. It's got its energy. And to the front it comes. Watch out. And there's a 90-point shot. I just don't have an answer right now. I don't have my main card in this deck out on the table. And 90 points a shot. There's not a whole lot I can do. We'll go ahead and bring Marshadow to the front. It shows up a little... Well, not even the right one yet. So still not out there. Unfortunately. 5 cards. 2 that I need. That I started early with the fossil are still in my my deck sitting on the table. So we'll go ahead and at least play Cyrus here. And nothing else I can really do at this point. I'll put this second point of energy here. Put down Hitmonlee, but it's really irrelevant at this point. I just don't have enough health to take the attack coming up. There's a good old Provo pass to the front. It's got a 90-point strike against my 80-point Marshadow. But it looks like, and last on Thursday, I did not win a viewer match. I went like 0 for 6, or maybe I did win one right at the very end. But the viewers came through. So there's explanation 1 for the viewers. Off to a good start. Sean, great game. I wish I could have been a little more competitive, but it's kind of hard when this deck is kind of built around a certain Pokemon and you can't get it on the table. All right, so with that, send a thanks. And Tinfoil, are you out there? And are you looking to get a match in? So we'll tentatively kind of schedule Tuesday for Pokemon Unite. Tinfoil's ready, so let me go ahead and start the battle. And opponent found. I think we're in business. There we go. Port a party. Let's do this. And I lost a coin flip again, so I'm going to get first energy. Tinfoil will get first evolution. Looks like it's going to be the same card. Riolu to the front. And of course, I have the fighting deck. This will be my weakness play here. So Tinfoil's already going to start off with an advantage there. Little Rocky Helmet, there's a good play. And now that card shows up. Where were you last match when I needed you? Alright, we'll put a Skull Fossil down. We'll throw a Pokeball out. I need something else on my bench to kind of protect against a Sabrina. So we'll put Marshadow down there. And with that, we'll go ahead and... strike. I'll take 20. Just not worth it. I'll put a point of energy on Marshadow. And with that, I'll end my turn. Sean says, everyone says Probopass EX is mid. I think it's pretty good, especially with paired with Skarmory. Yeah, it's a great deck. I agree with you 100%. But right now, it just like with, you know, Dialga and Arceus, it's just ridiculous. I looked through all the tournaments this weekend, and I was like, that deck is everywhere. The deck you're playing would be fun to go up against. I'd like to see how it does. All right, so Riolu's down and a little bit wounded. I do have this evolution here, so I'll get that completed. With that, goodness, I've got the evolution, but still, it's a 60-point strike. But well, I'll go ahead and put this point of energy here. I have to retreat, so if I'm going to retreat, if not, my retreat cost is 2. But I could go ahead and get a 60-point shot, so I think I'll stick around for a little bit. And oops, that's right, I don't even have the energy. Oh, goodness. Not a whole lot I can do. I've got Fighting Coach enabled. I just need the energy to use it. There's a Leafeon EX. A nice evolution there. Pokemon Communication. Doing a little fishing. And Spike Draw with my weakness puts me down to 40. Wow, and I'm still struggling. I wonder if I'm even going to be able to get to Ramparados on the table. Goodness. Well, we'll put this second point of energy here. And I'll go ahead and place down Hitmonlee. I'm going to retreat back, put Hitmonlee to the front. And one energy and do anything else. I'm just going to have to sit here and tank some hits until I can make a play. A little strapped for energy right now with the retreats. Do have Marshadow ready to go, so that's one bit of good news. But the 10-point strike turning into 30. All right, tinfoil kind of thinking through some options here. Leafeon coming to the front. And a second point of energy assignment plus a Frost Breath. There we go. And Lucario's coming to the front. There's a good play there. Okay, so how do I play this? Well, we'll put Marshadow to the front. I would still love to be able to get my best card. Hey, Peter. Thanks for joining the stream. Nice to see you. And, you know, put down this other Riolu. Of course, we'll put this second point of energy here. And with that, we'll go ahead and get a little revenge strike going. Okay, we've Leafeon doing its thing. Let's see where Leafeon goes with this. After so far, we got Sean, Tinfoil, and Peter in the queue. A few other viewers as well. To those haven't spoken up or chatted up. Thank you for connecting in. Just doing a little viewer matches. I'm highlighting a deck that is really meant to go against the Dialga EX Arceus EX deck that is everywhere. You can't turn a corner. You can't hardly do anything without running into it. And if you take a look at all the tournaments, it by far is the most common deck used. This deck here was actually doing really well in Ursa Day's tournament. I didn't follow up to see if it ended up winning the tournament, but it was nice to see something else other than Dialga EX Arceus EX playing well. All right, so that's a good match here. The key to this deck is really Ramparados, and I haven't been able to play one. Okay, I finally get to play something. Finally. Of course, you can check its stats. It's if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out, of course, you know, you take 50 damage yourself. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead and play Cyrus. And everything else I have is 1 energy. Now, this is a 2 energy retreat, so I think I'll put that energy over there to kind of keep it ready to go. And I'll attack. All right, so we got a 2-to-1 match. Little, and with that, of course, we'll retreat back. We'll put Ramparados to the front. With that, we'll put this point of energy here, and we'll attack. And on Thursday, you know, not everyone knows. I didn't fully understand it. Sean was totally dialed in. We had a double KO happen. It was me and Chili. And I actually had more cards on the bench, so I actually won the match. So you always have to keep that in mind when you see Rocky Hillman. All right, good match. 10 foil. Peter, are you ready to go? Are you playing your free-to-play level 50? Are you playing... I see you've got I'm curious of what you're playing tonight. You see you're back to Peter as your name. I'm not sure if this is Porygon or, you know, which one. But here we go. Let me queue up. Looking the 50. All right. Peter's bringing the heat tonight. He's not messing around. Budget game, all lowercase. All right, there's a connection. There we go. Water. Be like water. And let's see here. Looks like I have a few people over on the vertical stream as well, so thank you for connecting in. We're just doing viewer matches tonight. I'm highlighting probably a pretty effective anti Dialga EX Arceus EX deck. It's a budget deck, which makes me like it all the more. And it's kind of centered around Ramparados. It's got a cast of characters, a little bit of everything. It's got Hitmonlee to chase to the bench, Marshadow for the KO revenge, basically, and Sudowoodo in case you see an EX starting off like Dialga up front. Put some heat on Dialga early. All right, let me go and play. Well, we'll put the Skull Fossil down. We know we want to make that happen. And I've got a Pokeball. It looks like I got 2 Skull Fossils. Now, I could go fishing for Cranidos right now, but it doesn't make sense because I can't evolve anyway. And I am going to play Sudowoodo just to protect against the Sabrina to lose that Skull Fossil early. And it's probably not the best idea, but I'm gonna give it a try. I could have not played it and survived a 30-point attack, but who knows what pops out. Look at Peter says no Sabrina. Well, I'm playing it like I never know. Is a new Peter says this YouTube Peter is a new account on the third phone. Wow. Peter's got all kinds of YouTube accounts and probably Pokemon accounts. You're dialed in. Ooh, Moltres. Good old Moltres. Of course, there's all this conversation about a new Charizard coming our way. Hey, Magic, nice to see you. Thanks for connecting in. A long time no chat. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's take a look at this. What am I gonna do? So we got the Charmander there with the cape on. We got a Moltres, all fancy looking, sitting in the back. I think I'm gonna have to take this route and start off with the Pokemon Communication. I'm going to hand in my Lucario, and I'm going to fish for my first stage evolution. Let's see if it happens. Am I lucky? I'm not. I should know better. Okay, and that's the only communication card I have in the deck. So now to get the evolution going, I have to literally pull it. And in the first match with Sean, I was down to 4 or so cards, and I could not get a Cranidos at all. So it's definitely been a struggle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put this point of energy over here. And I'm going to leave Marshadow right where it's sitting. Am I going to play Riolu? Yeah, I might as well do that. And I'm going to let the time in. That's it. That's all I want to do. Yeah, I'm doing good. Magic, thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. Basically, I've been kind of experimenting with some different games. I did post recently on my YouTube post section community as well as on Discord that I've kind of reset a new 4-day schedule, Thursday through Sunday. Thursday and Sunday are going to be Pocket, and Friday and Saturday are going to be a new game I'm playing called Moko. I have a goal and interest in becoming a Supercell creator for a game that's in alpha. Well, they got 2 really. I really like Project Rise, and then I really got connected with Boat Game. And I need to put in my time and put in the effort to get kind of caught up with Supercell. So I'm going to highlight their Moko for right now. And then I do have my other games I'm playing on the side. And I'll be streaming some of those in my non-prime time Thursday through Sunday. But it's fun. I love playing. Oops, misplay. No worries, Peter. I do that all the time. Let's go ahead and retreat back. Sudowoodo to the front. And a point of energy in there. And I'll attack. So yeah, Thursday through Sunday will be my stream days. But don't be surprised if I sneak in something on Tuesday. And if not, maybe Monday and Wednesday. As a matter of fact, we were just talking. I plan to sneak in Pokemon Unite on Tuesday. I actually just got a gift card for Nintendo purchase. And so I'm going to purchase a skin or 2 on that gift card. I don't know. Maybe that even gets... it's not a big gift card, but we'll see if it purchases something for me. And yeah. But it's been a lot of fun playing some of these different games. But yeah, nice to catch up with everybody for sure. All right. So let's see where we're at here. We got a little coaching there. No Cranidos inside. What is going on? I just don't get it. We'll put Marshadow. And of course, we got Charizard EX in the back there. And we know what happens with that crazy Pokemon. Let's see here. Well, we'll go ahead and start here with the 70. It's going to need some energy, but Moltres, that current Moltres is kind of weak right now. Current active Pokemon, no energy. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, camping. Yeah, I don't cramping along. Yeah. All right, so Peter got the Moltres back to the front. Has some energy. Gonna throw down a Heat Blast. That's a little on the painful side. Let's see if Cyrus pops up. Nope, no Cyrus. Oh my gosh, I am never gonna, the rate I'm going, I'm never gonna evolve this deck the way it's supposed to happen. Oh man, all right, so Peter, so after Peter, Magic will be next. We got the queue, it's small. Oh, there's Cyrus, but he's not gonna get involved till next round, but there we go. What do you know, I got it. I'm gonna throw a little smackdown here, a little 70-point headbutt. I'm facing a KO here. Charizard sitting in the back, but yeah, has everyone seen the? They're talking about another version of Charizard. I haven't been a good strike there, Peter. The Shinies, this new expansion coming out on Thursday. It'll be kind of fun to see how all that plays out. Of course, Marshadow has to come to the front. This is what Marshadow's job is right here. This deck has one chaser to the bench and Hitmonlee, and it has one KO revenge Pokemon. In this case, it's Marshadow. Okay. Now I could have played down Riolu there. There's the big bird, the Firebird. But it's sitting out there with not a whole lot of energy. Oh goodness. Yeah, there was. I should have played this last round. I made a mistake. Of course, we're going to go ahead and get this evolution going. And with that, we'll go ahead and retreat back. And we'll take a nice shot. And sometimes all it takes is one mistake inadvertently, and it changes the whole tone of the match. I know that firsthand many times over, playing all of you with chatting too long and not paying attention, and it sometimes you just could never recover. All right, a little Charmander to the front. I'm gonna bring some heat. Come on, Charmander. Good looking flare on it. All right, well. Of course, that's what I should have done last turn. And of course, we'll bring forward the bird, the Firebird. Just get rid of this point of energy, and a little 170 point. Wow. Okay, good match. Good match, Peter. And Magic. Magic, you're up. So I don't know, Magic, if you're looking to play a regular viewer match or a PTA, but I still have all the decks. I keep them in my, Wamero and I have been the only ones kind of doing PTA lately. But with my earlier stream time, it's kind of hard for me to catch up with Wamero. Let's see. And Wamero's been busy with his daughter as well, and he's getting a business fired up, so he's had his hands full. So let's see what what we got going with for Match Against Magic. Assuming Magic's still on. Looks like I have somebody over on the vertical, so thank you for connecting in over there. And back to the horizontal. We can do PTA. All right, let's do it. Oh, grass is so strong. You had the crystal ball magic when we started this. The grass decks are just crazy good. And what do I have? Well, I'll just stick with what I'm playing. At this point, we can play anything. So let me just play this one. Peter says budgets game stats win. Okay, let's see. 347, most damage dealt 350, total point 747. Jeez. That was all gifted to me, Peter. All right, I can only imagine what the Heat Magic's going to send my way. Of course, he and PTA, he's 4-star grass trainer, so he can play pretty much anything he wants strength-wise. Of course, it has to be 4 diamond. But I'm expecting some serious heat coming my way, regardless of what I play. Grass is just so strong, and of course, Sean and I, we're big fans of the grass decks, whether it's Executor EX. Oh man, there's so many great combinations. And I've highlighted a number of really strong grass decks on my channel. All right, here we go. Well, let's start with the skull fossil. And we'll go with a little professor's research. Let's see if Oak can help me out. I've got Sabrina in my hand, so that helps. Whoa, I might actually have an evolution going here. What's the chances of that actually happening? So far, it's been taking a while. And I think I will play Marshadow to protect against a Sabrina and lose that fossil. With that, I'm in my turn. It's been a while since I had a match with Magic. Looking forward to this. Of course, Thursday night will be my next stream of Pocket, and if that new expansion comes out, of course, we'll do a pack opening, and then depending on how long that takes, can roll into some viewer matches, especially if it's not that many. Okay, so we've got Eevee out front. And if I'm not mistaken, we got a Bulbasaur, yep, in the back. Yeah, even Venusaur, EX. There's so many great grass options going on right now. Okay. Eevee putting it down with a little 20-point strike. Go ahead and get this second evolution. Or my first evolution, I should say. Evolved from the fossil to Cranidos. Let's ask Oak for some help. Let's see what Oak has in mind. Oh, we got 2 of those this time. And a skull fossil. Why not? Of course, I could use a coach too. Decisions. 8 cards left. Better keep track of my time. 45 seconds. Alright. Let's go with a little coaching opportunity. Oh, hold on. Okay, there I just made a mistake. Not realizing what I have out front. And I'll attack back. There's Leafeon, you know it. That is one tough Pokemon card. Okay, here we go. And we're getting closer. So I had a couple of mistakes there. I should have played. Oh well. Magic thinking through some options here. Ooh, that looks like some trouble brewing in the back there. All right, where do I go with this? Well, we'll start here with that. Of course, we'll retreat back. This is the first time I got straight 1, 2, 3 evolution. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and play Sabrina. Whoops. And of course, I'm looking at a weakness to grass. That one, but we'll go ahead and try to stop it before it gets started. Puts me down to 100. All right, Leafeon back to the front. There's another Bulbasaur. There's second energy. Here comes a third energy. And a heal. Of course, you know Erica's going to be floating around somewhere. Good strike with my weakness. I'm down to 10. Oh. Well, let's see. That gives me that might just make it happen. Of course, I'll put this on Marshadow. And I got the 50. I'll get the KO. Yep, I think I got the fighting coach just in time. Just in time. Hey, Needles. Thanks for connecting in. Always nice to see you. Needles is a player from Godzilla Kong and also Draconia Saga Global. All right, good match magic. And over on the vertical, we got Manuel. Hey, Manuel, thanks for connecting in. I'll add you to the queue if you're interested in a viewer match. As a matter of fact, you'll actually be up next because Needles, I believe, is not playing Pocket, but loves I appreciate Needles stopping by and saying hi and hanging out. So Manuel, if you're interested, I can get you in a viewer match right now. Good match magic. And then after that, we'll roll back to the top of the queue. Probably can get another time through before we start save the stream. So let me give Manuel a second to see if there's an interest in playing a viewer match. It's all for fun, non-competitive. If you know much about my channel, I'm pretty laid back and easy. I spend more time enjoying the social aspect, visiting with everyone. I am highlighting a anti-meta, basically an anti-Dialga EX, anti-Arceus EX meta deck based around Ramparados. It does have a cast of characters with it. It has Hitmonlee to chase to the bench, Sudowoodo to put a little heat if there's a Dialga up front with its EX bonus. It's got Marshadow to put the smack down 100 points at a time with any type of KO. And of course, it's got the fighting coach, Lucario, heating it up with extra 20 damage all the way around. So let's see if Manuel is interested. I'll wait another moment. If not, what we'll do is start back at the top. And Manuel, if you are interested, just speak up. And at any point, I'll get you in the next round. The actual next match. So we're actually at the bottom of the queue, so we're going to roll back to the top. And Peter says, I noticed that the third Pokemon TCG Pocket account doesn't have the advanced ticket. Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder what's happening with all that. Okay, so let's see. Well, I'm going to go with Sean. Are you still out there? Looking for Sean? Looking for Sean. Sean, if you're ready, budget game, all lowercase. Just give me a shout out and I'll dive in. All right. Let's do this. Sean beat me pretty easily that last match. Of course, I never even got Ramparados out on the table. I was down to like 4 cards or something, and I could not get the evolution, the pre-evolution Cranidos out on the table. It was just, it was not fun. But that's how it goes. Sometimes the, like in that last deck with Magic, I know can bring the heat. It does bring the heat. But I got the quick evolution, and that's hard. That's hard to beat that. All right, let's go with Sudowoodo. And with that, I'm going to hit... No, I'm not even going to put another card down yet. Okay, here we go. Sean hasn't lost with this deck yet. He's been really tough with this one. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and put down Skull Fossil. Riolu. And I'm going to hit end turn. All right, nose pass. Man. This has been a tough deck. Now, I don't know if it's the exact same one again, but I'm assuming it is. It's a great one. There's Skarmory. Of course, Skarmory is going to want to get hooked up with a Pokemon tool to bolster its damage. Nose pass is sitting out front there. There's the tool. All right, it's up to 50. Nose pass has a 1 retreat cost. There's a nice metal assignment. And with that, I'm up. So I'll get this, we'll get first evolution going, stage 1. With that, I'm going to play Pokeball. Got a Marshadow, so we'll go ahead and play Marshadow down. And what is this? I'm gonna go with the energy on Marshadow. I want to get that KO, you know, that KO revenge ready to go. Other than that, I'm going to hit end my turn. Marshadow's in this deck for this exact reason, so I got to make sure I take advantage of my strategy and have that point of energy on it. Of course, Riolu getting involved into Lucario is just about the coaching opportunity more so than anything else. And then my heavy hitter, Ramparados, getting it rolling. All right, well, we're getting started here. And at this point, we'll go ahead. Now that I've got Marshadow ready to go, wasn't sure how that was going to play out. There could have been a rotation or a swap. Now we'll go ahead and put the heat down on the nose pass. Just give it a little bit of damage to start. Maybe allow me to fish it out if I get a Cyrus as well. Not a whole lot else. I don't have any retreat capability, so I'm not ready really to go there, so I'll just go ahead and attack. course, we know Probopass needs 3 energy. Little potion there. That will protect against the Cyrus. Forgot to run Iron Defense. Uh-oh. There it is. This is kind of like what we were was expecting. Little heat coming my way. There's a -20 coming up next turn. And Sean takes the early lead. Of course, I've got this one card in for one reason, to apply some heat. And there is a Cyrus. All right, all right. Do I put the other Riolu down? I'm only going to pull one card, so it doesn't necessarily make sense. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. I would pull this point of energy here, and I'll attack. No coach to help me out. Where's my coach? I put Probopass down to 70. Got 2 Skarmories on the bench now, and both ready to bring the heat with tools attached. All right, Sean thinking through his options. He's got a 90-point strike coming up here. That definitely brings the heat. Of course, we got -20. And we'll bolster that up a little bit. I'm going to basically leave Ramparados in there. Throw down this attack. That leaves me down to 10. Got Marshadow sitting there. Eyes getting all wide, looking for a little revenge opportunity. Let's see. Armory to the front. There's a good KO there. That ties it up at 2. Marshadow's only job is to attack after a KO. We'll put Hitmonlee down. Here's this second point of energy. What's my damage at? I'm at 120 minus the 20. But technically, in case there's a math issue, I'll play Sabrina. I know that the one resistance is in there at 20, but we'll just do this to make it safe in case I misadd for some reason. And that's just enough to get the job done. All right. Let's see. Good game, Sean. No worries. Yeah, I hear you. I goof up all the time. And it's funny, I always see it after the fact. All right, good match, Sean. Tinfoil, are you still there? Shout out to Tinfoil. The GOAT stats wins 546. Most damage dealt 420. Total points 1255. Nice. Shout out to Tinfoil. All right, Tinfoil's ready. I will go right back in. Let me send a quick thanks. And battle. So we got Tinfoil, then Peter, then Magic. And then after that, we'll probably start to save the stream. Ramparados would have knocked itself out. Yeah. All right, here we go. I got one card to put up front, and that's it. And with that, I'll hit start battle. With, I don't want to jinx anything here, but with all the hardware replacements and everything I've done, for the most part, other than an occasional sound problem on my iPad, which I usually can pick up pretty quick, I'm amazed at how much, how sensitive USB-C technology is. And having to play on an iPad where most of the streamers are playing with an emulator on their PC makes a big difference. There's a lot of cable connectivity and devices in between my iPad to get all the way to my laptop and OBS Studio. And with all the latest changes I've made, crossing my fingers, things have been pretty stable, short of an occasional iPad sound issue. All right, let's see where I'm at. We got Chatot up front. And no fossils. We do have the coach. So I'll go ahead and put down Hitmonlee. And I'm going to sit tight for a second. I can't fish a fossil, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Budget gamer, look at this Japanese whale account. Max level 50 with 4,264 victories. Yeah, is that the same one that's always been ahead of you? There was one account that was further along with wins that I've seen. 26,000 cards. Well, I bet you Magic's not... okay, it is the same one. I bet you Magic can compete with that person. Magic was over 20,000 cards a long time ago, so I bet you Magic has a competitive deck against that. Yeah, I love that Probopass deck, Sean. That one's really good. All right, so let's put this point of energy here. And I do have... Man, I just can't get... Well, for now, I'm just going to... gem. I don't have enough energy to utilize Hitmonlee yet, so that's my own issue there. But yeah, Peter, that's a pretty big account. There's the Aerodactyl. I was wishing I could have done something sooner. I just don't have enough energy. If I had an X speed in this, I could have maybe done something. Because I could have retreated, got my coaching upgrade, and then attacked with Hitmonlee, but it's just not possible. And Aerodactyl's a great card. I mean, it's a great card. All right. I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. I'm going to put Hitmonlee to the front. And I do have Marshadow as well. I have another Riolu. I don't have a fossil, and I can't pull the fossil. We will put Marshadow on the bench. We'll put that point of energy there. Now, I don't get that extra bonus on the... nothing else I can... Yeah, because the coach is only to the active Pokemon, but I want to try to get to that fossil before it turns into trouble. It's on its way to trouble. I was trying to get to it. Trying hard to make something happen with it. Aerodactyl to the front. Little giant cape. And right there, good strike. I'm in a little bit of hurt here for sure. Man, no fossils is really hurting me. And I don't have a whole lot of energy to attack with. Put that down. Just gonna abandon my fossils for a moment. My turn. All right, Tinfoil bringing the heat all over the place. Well, he got the evolution completed. Good job. Definitely good work there. Let's take a quick look. Anyone over on the vertical? Nope, no one's over there. Okay, here comes trouble. Goodness. That's 2 already. And I'm not going to have an answer. I really don't have an answer. A little too late, little too late. Down to within the last 5 cards or so. Oh well. Good match, Tinfoil. I was trying to find a path, just couldn't do it. And good match. All right. Next up is Peter. Good win, Tinfoil. And Peter, are you ready to go? He says ready. All right, I'll see you in there. Budget game, all lowercase. We got Peter, we have Magic. And I haven't heard from Manuel, so I'm not sure if I might just be, well, it was back to 0, so I came in, said hi, basically, and using alt account now, Peter says. All right, all right. I just got 1 play. And with that, I'll hit start battle. A little Psychic on the other side. A little Gengar action coming up. Professor Oak, Pokeball. Couple of wow. All right, there's some trouble in the back, that's for sure. Well, this kind of sounds like a job for Sudowoodo, so we'll put Sudowoodo on the bench. This point of energy is going to have to go there. And, you know, that's about all I can really do right now. Oh, I could have attacked. My mistake. My mistake. Oh, well. Yeah, use it all. The triangle defense, the Chicago Bulls of, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, what was that? Like a Phil Jackson creation? That defense? All right, well, I made a mistake. I could have attacked, but I guess I didn't want to beat up on the Ghastly. Little Haunter in the back. Okay, we got Mew as a kind of a wall as well. Oh, I do have a Skull Fossil. What do you know? Okay, I'm going to retreat back. Pseudo's going to go to the front. We'll go ahead and get this evolution. We'll bring the energy up front. And I'll attack. I'll bring some heat. Yeah, Phil Jackson. Yeah. Okay, we got Mew sitting at 60 up front. Looks like Peter's fishing. Got another Mew. He's got a Haunter in the back. Probably maybe fishing for Gengar. Another Ghastly. Mew's gonna go ahead and retreat. Gonna bring the other Mew forward. Let's see. Maybe I get lucky and I pull a Cyrus right now. Let's see what happens. No. I should never say maybe I'll get lucky because it hasn't been happening lately. All right. So where do we go from here? Well, it's unfortunate I don't have a Marshadow on the bench to put a point of energy towards. We know Ramparados is just going to need 1 energy. Lucario does need 2, so if any place it's going to go there. Now, I have Pokemon Communication, but I'm not really... Well, you know, I could have... Maybe that was a mistake on my part. Because I already have it. I could... Now, if I draw a Marshadow, I'll be upset. Strategy-wise, though, I just goofed right there. I should have done that first. I could have pulled a Marshadow and put that point of energy there. But I'm going to hold off on putting Hitmonlee down until I think I might have a need to chase back to the bench. Yep. Yeah, with Budding Expeditioner, it worked so great, Peter. I agree with you. I loved that little rotation. A couple times I'd literally get KO'd, I'd bring it back to the bench, bring it back to the front. And like you said, it was like a revolving wall. Alright, I'm not revealing my cards. Okay, so we got this upgrade going. And with that... Why? Still 0-0. going to hold that spot on my bench for Marshadow. I'm going to need 2 energy to retreat. So we'll go ahead and do that right there. But I could get a double coaching opportunity, which could be really helpful. But then I have nothing else on the bench really to attack with. I already have 150. So I'm not going to take the spot, and I'll attack. Now, my mistake would have been 10 points or 20 points on that Ghastly already, so technically I could have KO'd it. But I've already made a couple of mistakes. There's Mew back to the front. And Expeditioner out. The other one back to the front. Yep, looks all too familiar, Peter. Good play for sure. Yeah, nice little shot there. Yeah, see? Well, I'm gonna put gonna retreat back. With that point of energy there. And I'll attack. All right, 2-0. This is a good match. Very good match. Haunter up front is going to turn into Gengar. We get Gengar out of this. Cyrus! Oh, Cyrus! Yeah, no Gengar. I come back with Ramparados. Yep. All right, good match, Peter. All right, we're back to Magic. Magic, are you still there? Yeah, bummer. It was probably just buried there. Good game, Peter, for sure. All right, I'm looking for Magic. And if we have Magic, great. If not, we probably almost have, if it's just down to 3, we might almost have enough time to roll through everyone one more time. I'll give Magic a chance. See if he's still there. All right, we let's go ahead and, of course, we'll sneak Magic back in. Let's go ahead, Sean. Are you ready to go? It's only 7:20, so I think we might be able, if it ends up just being Sean, Tinfoil, and Peter, maybe Magic comes back, we might be able to get through everyone one more time before we go save the stream. All right, Sean, let's do this. If you're ready, just give me a shout out, and I'll jump in. Okay. Here we go. That alt account only has with 80 total points. 8. Hey, there we go. BB guns. Let me add you to the queue. As a matter of fact, you'll come up next in a viewer match if you're interested. I'm highlighting it's an anti-meta deck, but really it's an anti-Dialga EX, Arceus EX deck. If you're like me, you're kind of seeing it all over the place. I mean, I enjoy it. I've been using it, but I'm also kind of tired of seeing it all over the tournaments. This is a great counter. It's a budget deck, so I'm really, I really like this deck as the budget gamer. And that's what I'm playing tonight. So yeah, BB guns, if you're interested, after this match, We're just going through some viewer matches to about 8 o'clock, and then we start something called Save the Stream, where we need a new player. Someone new, not necessarily new to the stream, but new to the stream, to play a match. Little Mewtwo EX up front. Where's my Sudowoodo? Where are you at? All right, this is Deja Vu, Days of Old right here. We're talking early November, last day of October, early November, Mewtwo EX. The ticket. Oh, okay, just hanging out, BB. That's cool. Thank you very much. Thanks for swinging by. This channel, I cover, I live stream Pokemon Pocket. Of course, I just changed my calendar around. Let me make sure I don't talk too much here. First, let me just get a couple cards played down. With that, we'll definitely place Riolu down. I got my fossil down, I got a Cranidos, and I got a communication. With that, we'll put this point of energy on Rio. And, man, I am having a hard time with Riolu, so I just made a mistake right there. I should have not placed the other one down. Well, I need Sabrina protection, I guess, so. But I basically forgo my communication card to use a Pokemon I'm not going to necessarily need. But yeah, BB, I stream Thursday through Sunday. Pokemon TCG Pocket on Thursday and Sunday. And working on a new game right now called Moco, mo.co. And I'm live stream of those on Friday and Saturday. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think where I'm going to go with this, I know I want to get that evolution started. And I only need a point of energy. We'll go ahead and put Lucario on this one. And with that, we'll put this point of energy here, because I only need one for that one as well. And I'm going to go ahead and throw down a jab. So, yeah, stream 4 days a week. I do sneak some streams on Tuesday night. Matter of fact is, rumor right now is I'm going to sneak in a Pokemon Unite, which is another game I just cover from a streaming perspective, do matches that players attend. But I also cover Godzilla X Kong Titan Chasers. It's a kind of a 4X strategy game. And then Draconia Saga Global. And I do plan to stream a little bit more of those content, but it'll be in my off hours, which is late Wednesday night or late Monday night. But that's only on occasion. But my primetime streaming Thursday through Sunday is Moco and Pocket. All right, Mewtwo. There's a big old hit right there. All right, here we go. Of course, we're going to go ahead and get this evolution complete. I am going to ask Oak, Professor Oak, how can he help me out? Can bring me a Pokeball. I could use a Marshadow right now. There's a Sudowoodo. We can go with Sudowoodo. We got some room. And a point of energy here. Now, what I think I'm going to do is, I wouldn't be able to play it this turn anyway, so I guess it doesn't make a difference. I could go fishing for a Marshadow. But right now, we're going to go ahead and look for this KO. Of course, I'm going to take 50 points back. That's a painful KO. Who's going to step to the front? This is tough here, because I got the coach. 1, 2, 3 evolution of Ramparados is tough to overcome. Wow, great looking deck. And Sean bringing it. Beautiful looking cards too. Love that card. And there's a 50-point strike. At this point, we know how this works out. Sean and I just reviewed this on Thursday, and it was really interesting. So how that happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for the strike. Of course, I'm gonna get KO'd as well. But at least I'm only giving up 1 point instead of 2. But man, it was sure interesting when we went through that. All right, good match, Sean. All right, next up, Peter. Last time through. Peter, are you ready? Peter played his level 50 free to play. When you let that sink in, level 50, free to play, that's amazing. And he did that like a month ago. He's got like 2 or 3 accounts now. I don't know who I'm facing, what I'm facing, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a good match, Sean. I got lucky on the draw on that one. Uh-oh, rebooting. No worries. That's one of your 3 phones. You just grab one of your other 2 phones and you'll be ready to roll. Let's see. If I can piece it together, Peter must have 3 Pocket accounts, 3 YouTube accounts, and so 3 Pocket accounts, 3 YouTube accounts. Oh, yeah, now he's on as okay. Am I right, Peter? You have 3 phones, 3 Pocket accounts, and 3 YouTube accounts? Yeah. All right, here we go. The question is do you ever battle yourself with 2 phones? Okay, my last match tonight with Peter. Oh, wish I could see the energy. I think I see fighting over there. I hate when the covers them. Well, I'm not going to put Marshadow to the front, so it has to be Sudowoodo. And I'll hit start battle. Oh, here we go. Little interesting deck going on here. All right, Tinfoil, take care. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by. Would have had Tinfoil next. We just lost one more in the queue. We'll finish this game with Peter, and then we'll go ahead and start save the stream. I battle myself to get Hourglass and Shine Dust. Okay, a good idea. We'll start with Professor's research to see if he can help out. Oak didn't necessarily bring me anything I'm really looking for, to tell you the truth. We'll put that point of energy there so I can at least attack. And with that, it's Peter's turn. I really love this deck. The sleeve backs and the playmat. Really cool looking. Yeah, I should have I do have multiple accounts on Supercell. Multiple like Brawl Stars accounts and stuff like that. And they come helpful from a content creator perspective. I don't really use them for any type of advantage any other way, but sometimes just when creating content. There's a good strike there. Got the evolution. We'll put that card down, of course. We'll ask Oak to help out once again. Put a point of energy on Marshadow. No fossil. I'm already halfway through my deck. No fossil yet. And I see a lot of reactions. Of course, typically that's Peter. Peter, thank you as always for holding it down with likes and reactions. Very much appreciated. I'm going to wait on Hitmonlee because I do would like to get a fossil going. So with that, let me just go ahead and attack. Peter's got an empty bench right now, but yeah. Sniffles, go away. I need a microphone with a sniff filter. If it could just tune into the sound of a sniffle, that would be perfect. Probably could change the sensitivity. Hey! Juan, thanks for connecting in. Do you got Facebook? Yes, I do. I have a Budget Gamer Facebook account. Thanks for joining the stream. We could use your help. We're about ready to, after this match with Peter, start save the stream. And go ahead and move Marshadow. We need a new player for tonight to play a match. Non-competitive, low-key, just for fun. To help us save the stream and keep it going. Otherwise, I'll be wrapping up for tonight. But yes, I do have a Facebook. And I do have a Discord server as well. Most all of my community activity happens on Discord. Go ahead and put that down. I can't fish for a... Unfortunately, I can't fish for my fossil. But yeah, the Discord is... I cover a number of games. So if you're curious of all what's potential that I might be streaming or producing content for, take a look. Matter of fact, let's see. You're in the vertical chat. Let me get you... I'll put in a command. Actually, if you just type in !Discord, all one word, !Discord, it'll at least pop up the link. You can take a picture of it or write it down. And how do I want to play this out right now? Boy, I could really use... Well... Really could use cards, but Peter needs a little more bench help as well. All right, Hitmonlee, the old kicker. Is it is it like Thai kickboxing, or is it something more up my alley like Taekwondo? And it doesn't look like he had anything more. All right, good match, Peter. Brick hand, Peter says. Good match. I hate when that happens. It happens to me far too often. But I like to think of Hitmonlee as, since it's a kicking Pokemon and I teach Taekwondo, I like to think those kicks he's doing are Taekwondo kicks. All right, so we are officially at Save the Stream. So real quick, let me, I'm going to jump over to the where Juan is at, so I can help out a little bit and type in Discord. Go. I should fire that off. Come back over into OBS here. And there's the Discord server if you're interested, Juan. So Juan, can you help us save the stream? They are kick Street Fighter. I want him to be Taekwondo. I want Hitmonlee's kicks to be Taekwondo kicks, roundhouse kick. Good old, you know. Of course, we teach you how to stretch that kick out, and to keep our distance if possible away from our opponent or our assailant as we're defending ourselves. All right, let's see if so we need someone to save the stream. We're about an hour and 40 minutes in. It's a small stream. Of course, all right, so Juan, all you need to do to save the stream, at least for one more match, is it's budget game, all lowercase. And I'm playing this Dialga EX, Arceus EX deck. It's a fighting deck, basically, with Ramparados and a cast of characters. But if you can put in budget game and just give me a shout out when you queue in, I'll meet you there and you'll save the stream for at least one more match. I see Peter's with his 3 phones. He's got both the vertical and the horizontal covered. So just looking to hear back from Juan saying he's queued. And good then. All right, let me see if I can find you. I'll try to queue up a few times. And Sean says the Hitmans are prodigies of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. I, a long time ago, did a little Jeet Kune Do, which was one of Bruce Lee's. I think he pretty much created that. It was pretty interesting. The blocking system was pretty amazing. But I've been teaching Taekwondo for 3 and 2/3 years now. I'm going to go try that one more. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I didn't stream last night is I had an actual belt promotion took place yesterday. And I just earned my 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. Or as that we call it, the 3rd Dan. All right, looking for Juan. Juan, if you can type in budget game, all lowercase. Budget game, all lowercase. Let's see if Juan can save the stream for us. I'll queue up again. Yeah, thanks, Peter. Yeah, it's been a long process, but I'm there. Yep, Kookie wants certified, and that gets me, the 3rd degree comes instructor. And then I really have one more to go, and that would be 4th degree or master level. Okay, we're trying to find Juan. Hopefully Juan can save the stream for us. But maybe we lost one. Well, I show 2 people. All right, here we go. The Godchild. That must be Juan. All right, we did it. Yes, saving the stream at least for one more match. Here we go. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. All right. Speaking of, we're talking about Hitmonlee and kicks. There's my Taekwondo kicker. Right to the front he goes. And he has no targets on the bench on the other side. Pikachu EX. Great looking card sleeves. And man, it's been so long since we seen a Pikachu. So Peter, you're liking the vertical stream. Nice. I like to offer the streams in both formats. Like Magic said a while back, it actually kind of helps with the chat. And, oh, my favorite little Mighty Mouse, Dene. That's how you pronounce it. All right, I'm going to start with Pokeball. There's a whole lot of trouble already brewing over there on Juan's side, for sure. And I'm going to go with Professor's Research to see if Oak can help me out. Come on. No fossils. This could be a struggle if it's no fossils. I will go ahead and put down a Riolu. And I do have a Lucario. I could almost... And I think it would be too premature for me. I'll go ahead and put down that point of energy on Hitmonlee. Of course, we know that the coach won't be able to help on an actual bench attack. So we'll pick on one of these. But I'll never forget that match with Wamero. Yeah, mouse-themed deck. I remember playing Wamero, and I had the little Mighty Mouse up front. And if you, you know, basically it's paralyzed. And you have to flip a coin. And I landed it like 6 times in a row. And it was just amazing. And of course, Wamero's done that to me as well with his PTA, his lightning deck. Always a lot of fun. All right, back to... I got some heat coming my way really soon. I'm going to go ahead and get this evolution. And play Professor's research and see if Oak can help me out a little bit. Sudowoodo could definitely make its presence known, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and retreat back. Bring Pseudo up front. We'll put this energy on, and we'll throw down an attack. 70 is pretty effective. Of course, we're going to take 20 back, 90 with the weakness. But that return, that one definitely hurt. All right, wand's up. Giovanni's going to make sure it happens. 70-point shot, down Sudowoodo goes. Oof, I don't have any really good options here. I'll go with the one retreat Pokemon, though. I think that from a tactical strategy kind of approach makes sense, if I get the words out here. All right, so... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Riolu down. I do have my fossil to finally make something happen with. And I'll play Sabrina. I think that's the best thing to do because I'll take advantage of that reach on that kick. Put the energy over here. And with that, we'll go ahead and attack the Pikachu. Of course, I won't take any damage back because it's on the bench. Good match going, though. 2-1. This could go either way. Juan, more than anything else, is saving the stream. Little Mighty Mouse could get powered up here. Little Thunder Shock. It can be effective if the coin flips are there. Good start, good start. Oh, goodness. Well, I got 2 fighting coaches coaching my Taekwondo kicker. But he's got the cold feet or something. He's kind of frozen right now. And he can't retreat. He can't kick. So he's gonna just kind of hang out at the moment, and we'll see what happens. And my turn. Well, Pokeball action for 1. That Sudowoodo came in pretty handy. With the weakness, with the fighting coach, it was a pretty strong attack. Little Mighty Mouse. Let's see if Mighty Mouse holds me down again. Nope, not this time. All right, I get a chance to do something. There's a Marshadow. Just kind of delivering my energy around. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Picking on that little mouse back there. All right, can one find a path to a victory? Another Pikachu. Got another full house. Unfortunately, Pikachu's going to need 2 energy to make something happen. To the front, congrats on a gold card Pikachu EX, Juan. That has been one of the cards I have wanted since this game came out. So hats off to you. That's a card I've always wanted. And with that, it looks like we'll be back to campaigning for Save the Stream. Good match, Juan. I hope to see you on again. I'll be back on Thursday night. Of course, we got the new expansion packs coming out, so I'll probably open packs. And if you're take a look at the Discord server, if you're interested in any of the other games I cover, feel free to give me a shout out in Discord or join a stream. All right, we are back to Save the Stream. Is there anyone there who can save the stream? It's showing we got 4 on such small streams. I remember when it was like 25 or 30 concurrent viewers, and my queue is like, there's no way I'm going to get through it, and I'd have to stream for like 6 hours. It was tough on me. I'm sure it was tough on the viewers as well. But we're just down to a few people, it looks like. I'm taking a look right now to see if it looks like both the vertical and the horizontal have about the same. So is there anyone out there who can save the stream? To save the stream, all you have to do is give me a shout out and join in for a match, non-competitive. If you follow my channel, you know I'm not very competitive. I usually spend too much time talking, miss my moves, recognize too late what I should have done, but it's all for fun. Okay, so based on the numbers, I'm not sure we're going to have anyone else. Probably half of the viewers right now are probably Peter on his 3 phones. I'm actually thinking that's probably correct because I have 3 and 3. That makes 6. Thank you, Juan. Nice match. And Peter has 3 and 6. All right. I think I'll go ahead and wrap up then unless we have somebody sneak in at the last second. So, thanks again tonight, everyone. I'll be off Monday through Wednesday. Although, don't be surprised if you see a Pokemon Unite on Tuesday night. I can't guarantee it yet. It's something I've been trying to put together, depending on my schedule. But it might happen on Tuesday. But if not, it's going to happen for sure soon. I'll see everyone on Thursday for Pocket. And, of course, Friday, Saturday for Moko. And we'll wrap up next weekend with Pocket again. So I hope everyone has a good rest of their night, their morning, their afternoon, or your evening, no matter where you are on the globe. And as always, let's battle. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you for always showing up. I really do appreciate it. And hope to see you all online again soon. Good night, all.